Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A throw on the first play from Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2nd down, Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Play fake to Dowdle. And now Rodgers. Rolling right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he's going to have the 1st down. Boy, he paid a price. Took a pretty good shot at the end of that one, but does get the 1st down.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that 1st down.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here. Lango going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
Pick up a 3, brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. He gets free. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. Jones. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Now Murray. Here comes the screen to Jones.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going nowhere. NFL on EA Sports. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back to the Steel City after this. On fourth down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
On play action, Rodgers. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Rodgers here on second down. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
So this is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. And the pocket starts to collapse. The good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield, and they can feel that pass rush. You don't always have to see it, but once those eyes go down, it's going to be trouble.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbound.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On third down, Rodgers. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 38 yards. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Third and goal for Aaron Rodgers. And he cannot escape. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers.
A 32-yard attempt.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Steelers will tie this game up here late in the first half.
You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it. But I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with their taking those plays.
And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. We're stopping his tracks right at the 15-yard line. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll put Addison in motion. Second down, Murray. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
First down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Now Murray on first down. Forced out wide. Off he goes. And he's going to be stopped pretty quickly. Scrambled. Let's give him 2 for that one.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Murray now on second down. Flush to his right. There he goes again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Murray on first down. Open man is Jennings. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Here's Hawkinson in motion. Now a second down throw for Murray. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. Now it's going to be third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Murray on third down. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, sometimes with these veteran defensive backs, Mike, what you lose in speed, what you lose in some of their athletic ability, maybe they had a few years ago, you more than make up for in just their experience. There's not a pass route they haven't seen, a concept they haven't studied. They can communicate with everybody else, not only what they expect to come, but make sure they're in the right checks and the right adjustments. And man, the impact he continues to make on everyone around him. And tell you what, he might be getting up there in age, but as you saw here, he can still make a play or two.
Their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Murray. Again, working deep downfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On second down, here's Murray. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll be third down. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll be taken down as time runs out. We've come to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Murray. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's close to a first down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground now with Jones. And he has stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On is Hecker now. The terrific punter sends it away. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
Up operating from their own 23. They'll begin 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He'll let this one go deep. That is brought in. Still going. And he's going to take this one all the way. 89 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. They're unable to add on the point after. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Ty Felton now on the return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down throw for Murray. Headed left, buying time. He's going to run it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 3 yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. They get 22 yards there. First down, Minnesota. Now Jones, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. Moving left. Oh, the ball is out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
Metcalf makes the grab again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another
These two moving the
Steelers
chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Play fake to Dowdle. And now Rodgers. That's to the right side and incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
On play action, Rodgers. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be second down. They'll put Addison in motion. On second down, Murray. He's going to look downfield once again. That is hard. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Minnesota.
On first down, Murray. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now for second down. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll drop to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They face second down and 7.
Second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
This one tapped forward on the pop pass.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Fourth down, Rodgers. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. He'll look deep for Pittman. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Pass looking for Michael Pittman. Doesn't find him. It'll be 2nd down. Play action now with Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
GG.
It's going to be a touchdown. They are going to